Hello everyone and welcome to Ashes Wednesday.
Got the brawler.
We have something on the screen that's now gone. What was that thing?
Goran Rock Brawler.
Is that a new card coming out?
Messenger of Peace.
How would one go about getting that card?
It didn't come out already? It did get delayed until the end
packs?
of the Earth.
No.
Yeah.
No packs.
Still some delays out there. You know, the ships are sailing across the world.
My goodness.
They're getting stuck in ports. There's empty containers everywhere.
One ship that arrived included the promos for the league. Our Ashes Discord League. It happens on Wednesday nights. If you aren't a part of that, you really should be. Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. If you're a part of the league and you play at least 8 games out of 12, you get alt art promos that are exclusive to us. And then, even if you're not a part of the league, people are hanging out playing every Wednesday night. Same with Tuesday nights for Flesh and Blood. And it's so cool.
It's a great time.
I play against people
as an observer
at Ashes.
People seem to like it.
All over the world. The vibe is great. People are laid back, having a good time. So if you're newer to the game, it's a great way to get the game in. I'm also surprised at how much I enjoy playing over webcam. I dislike strongly playing like TTS, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Great platform for people that don't have other options. But yeah, I'm a fan. If you haven't tried that or checked it out, you can even just sneak in there and watch to see how it goes and what it looks like.
Make sure to sneak, though. Make sure to sneak. Hey, everyone. We're going to take a little kind of a 10-minute section here and just hang out for a bit. We'll get into Ashes here shortly. I think I'm going to end up playing another iteration of Echo. Maybe the last time. Maybe we can beat Aerodel. Maybe we can't. Then we're going to show we'll show the promos. We've got them on the website too. I just put them up there, but don't look early.
I also got this in that I'm excited to open on.
We're going to open up the Metal and Mist kit.
This is a prize kit that they're making. Plaid has making available on their website. I think it's still available there. I went ahead and bought one, and it's either you just buy it like I did and you get everything, or you can buy it, split it with friends. You can have a tournament. You can host events. Stores could buy it and host tournaments.
Yeah, it's really
kind of
nice.
open form,
Really, distributing the power out to the player base. Pretty cool.
Very empowering.
We had a question from Lucas. Is that Lucas Balrog?
Balog.
Lucas Balog here. Zach, can you address that question? Read it, and then maybe I'll give it a
Lucas says,
shot.
Hi, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fab player.
What's up, Lucas?
What is Ashes? A TCG, ECG? So it's an expandable card game. LCG is a term that's gotten thrown around, but it's a non-collectible card game. Fixed distribution, so when you buy a pack, you know what's coming in it. It's a little unique. The game originally came out 2015, went away ultimately for a lot of different reasons. Then we partnered with Plaid Hat last year, 2020, to do the PDP model, player-driven production, where if enough people are signed up for the subscription, the game will keep getting developed. It'll keep getting expansions. That's what's happening now.
We can say there are thousands of people playing the game.
That's right.
Or at least buying
They're
it.
at least buying it. We know at least hundreds of people are playing.
100 people are playing, thousands are buying. Isn't that tables up in a nutshell?
Yeah, and it's definitely, just in comparison, right? It's a very different kind of game. It's a card game. You have a main character, kind of like Fab. But some of the upsides of the game, compared to something like Magic, if you have any of that context, you start the game with 10 dice in play, and those are your resources. Those don't change throughout the game. Every round, is it a round? Turns and rounds, yeah. Every round you get 10 dice to spend. You also get a first 5. You pick your opening hand, which is really cool.
No mulligan needed.
No mulligan, no variants. And then a lot of the cards that you'll start with, as you'll see if you stick around, you put them in play. Their spells that let you summon creatures. And you basically you have the ability to summon those creatures every round.
You play the spell books onto the board, and then you can do things. There you go, Bryce. Yeah, like a silver snake. You summon that snake every turn or every round, usually. And it's the most beautiful card game probably ever made. That's maybe the best thing.
The template, like pull up that alt art Mayoni. Is that what you're going for?
No, Lightbringer is a good choice.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
That's nice.
Templating, very unique, just beautiful art.
Mayoni.
I'm happy about
Mayoni
that.
crushing it there. It's looking good. I would not want to fight against that.
Yeah.
Shield Mage, yeah.
These are good.
These are good things. Yeah, you can't even. Hey, Xerodor asking the question, do you have an update about the 3.0 store? Do you have an update that you want to share?
Wouldn't that be funny if I literally just like dropped a bomb on you on stream? I might.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know.
I like surprises.
How much are you comfortable saying? Because I will say anything in any given moment, and I have to.
Let me check my inbox.
Be careful.
No real update. I'm currently. I'll give you the update.
How much are you willing to say?
I'm about to tell you.
If you were to tell somebody from 0 to now, what would you tell them?
The story?
What would you tell them has the process so far? What do you say has happened?
We way back before the pandemic, we were looking at spaces to lease, to upgrade the store and do what we wanted to do. Pandemic happened, a lease ended, so we moved to a temporary office and started looking for spaces. No rush because the pandemic made everything question marks. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
As that kind of went on, things started returning a little bit back to normal earlier this year. Made the decisions to at least look at the options, see what it would look like, to actually buy land and build a space. Because ultimately the vision we have for the store was hard to accommodate in the leasable spaces that were available.
They're pretty boring.
Yeah, and just like weird,
they're boring.
For what we
Parking's
want,
weird
there's
too.
a lot of weird requirements, right? The kind of space we want is rarely in the part of town we want and or has enough parking.
Yeah.
Because, if you want to host a giant event, people are going to hang out all day long. Got to put the car somewhere.
Yeah, you don't want to put that in the parking garage. Like
Public transit here in Tulsa is not ideal.
No.
So, anyways, started looking for spaces, and there's a lot of nuance to that. Got to find spaces. Then you got to figure out if the spaces will work for you. So have an accepted offer on some land we want to purchase and going through all the feasibility stuff. And I'm waiting on a really critical update that could either be the space that you love is good to go, finalize the deal, let's go, or it's not quite going to work for various reasons, and here's why. And so I don't have that.
And then we restart the process?
Yeah, I really don't.
I don't want to do
want to do that.
I don't want to do that either. Let's not. Let's just believe.
So we'll see.
That's a pretty good update.
Once that is done, then a lot of stuff's going to start happening very quickly, and we want to be open as soon as we can. But realistically, when you're building something and all these third parties are involved, it's just going to take some time. So be patient. But once that stage is done, the updates should be a lot more concrete and frequent. But like right now, it's just kind of smoke and mirrors, right?
It's just basically like a checkpoint, yes or no. We're waiting to see if we can walk through it. Hawks365, any teas for holiday tokens on the edge of our seats over here? We're hungry. I'll tell you this: we're doing status tokens. For sure.
Yeah.
There's enough folks that have that's kind of the one token in the current set that can either be too little or, well, really just be too little, depending on the needs of a deck, especially if there's two people trying to share a set. So that seems to be the one token that everybody would like more of.
That's a particularly relevant spoiler for this stream.
And not only that, we're doing it in we're digging up some old designs this year. So we did an old
True throwback
special chant version of the status token.
I remember that.
That had like symbols around it, and it had that kind of a thing. And we're bringing that design back in a holiday theme, so it'll be probably like a white and green token, as well as we're bringing that Christmas tree design back that we did once. That thing is banging. So we went back through and looked at those designs, and that is killer. And so we're looking at probably doing like the first player Christmas tree token, and then some status tokens in an old, previously strange design, a design that was not normal. Also, worth noting, Bryce, you're over here. Monk says, "Miss you, man."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Monk
Bryce says he doesn't care at all.
Yeah. I read the agreement and itinerary you made earlier today when he came out.
Oh, really?
For, Masters?
Yeah, for the Destiny thing. Yeah, yeah. You were. Why were you doing that this morning?
I was going through old files.
Just going through old files?
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird. How does the universe work like that? So you were looking at the old itinerary that we had whenever Monk came to town, and then Monk's on the stream saying, "I miss you, Bryce."
Yeah.
Well, that's all I need. Min-March asking, what's the next hero pack release for Marvel Champions in America? Wow, I'm not in a position to know that. Asmodee doesn't even know that. What's the? Hold on, let me see what I've got on the website. That's at least a point of reference, right? So we did get hit kind of suddenly, like literally Monday. They're like, here's a bunch of stuff coming out. We have it on TBA right now because we just simply don't know. And if you believe, or it's not even worth mentioning what you believe, here's how it is. We don't know. Nobody knows. And literally, they don't know when the next hero pack is coming out or what it is. Do you know what the next hero pack is?
Next Friday, War Machine.
Well, yeah. But then after that,
I think I saw Vision somewhere.
Vision is around, but it could be like, oh, surprise! Here's this other one.
I don't know. I know Vision is close.
Vision's around.
There's one other one.
War Machine is the next one. Is there only one coming out next week that you're aware of?
Yes.
It'd be nice if it was like a set schedule, where we just knew.
Let's see. War Machine next week, and then 2 weeks later is the Hood.
The Hood scenario pack.
Yeah.
So that's a while.
Yeah, and then we don't know about the next one after that.
Is there a Valkyrie in there anywhere?
That's another pack.
I've seen Valkyrie floating around,
Valkyrie and
too.
Vision are, I think they're after that, but I don't know what order.
Okay, depends on when the boats come in.
Yeah, I think it's about the boats.
Yeah. So War Machine, the Hood, and then probably Valkyrie or Vision. One of the two.
Which, I gotta tell you, Valkyrie and Vision, pretty high on my list of interests.
The double V list.
I feel like Vision will be fun for you. I know you like Vision, but particularly good with Scarlet Witch. Hopefully, particularly good with Scarlet Witch. If not, something went wrong. And then for Valkyrie, I know you got that Thor deck you like.
Mm-hmm.
And Valkyrie should be good with Thor, hopefully. Crossing my fingers. If not, again,
so like I play Thor, you play Valkyrie?
That's right.
That'd be cool.
I love Valkyrie.
that. Anybody got any questions or anything going on in your life that's worth noting? Jeremy asking, when are we going to start selling Ashes dice boards?
Well,
that's actually a really good question. We're working on the Arkham Edge of the Earth stuff currently. And then maybe we give them a crack.
Here's what I'll say.
There's 2,000 people buying the game.
We're gonna empower the people, sort of like with the PDP model, with the OP kits that you can buy.
Yeah.
If you would buy Ashes dice boards, if we did them, and you're watching this later, leave a comment on the YouTube video.
What if they were like really pretty?
Yeah, I mean, like this is functionally, we use them all the time. Mutton chop, thanks for sending these. But like this fab board. Like, can you go top down real quick?
Nice, doesn't it?
I just want to show you this thing we did. So we did this fab board. You can see the design. I'm gonna take these dice out. It's nice. Got a lot of texture. We got the nice metal looking. Anyways, if we did something crazy cool like that for Ashes, would you buy it?
Yeah, would you buy it? It's a good question. You want to break into those promos?
Yeah, let's do it. We already got the top down going. Let me get this board out of here. So I'm gonna start.
Do you have the pops for this?
Yeah, he does.
The promos?
Like here's that Maoni in person. Can you pull it up on the screen too? I just want to have it here. I love that.
Was that quarter one?
This was the first league. So if you played in our first league and you played at least 8 weeks, you should already have these, or the tracking should be working. You also got 2 of these Gilders. One of my favorite pieces of art in Ashes. I love those guys. Look at that.
Yeah.
Little paintbrush.
Little mice.
Kills me every time.
They're painting things gold is the idea. It's like
gilding
Tony Hawk. Yeah.
His shield, it looks like a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's holding that little coin.
That is pretty cool. He's like a little merchant mouse.
And then rounding out season 1 was this Altar Saria, which I've heard a lot of people that really like that. They're big fans of this. Basically, everyone else is fighting, and she's just getting her makeup done.
Yeah, I mean, it's great, but there's like 1,000. Yeah. Wait, isn't there something weirder going on? No.
You can flip it over and see the full art. Look at that. Now show that.
There's like magic. Look at that guy doing magic in the background. It's like magic makeup.
Want to see a trick?
And they look very sad to be doing it, so I think there's a story there for sure.
Well, she's the one that has people forcibly mind controlled at a dinner party.
Oh, well, that would explain that.
Yeah, so they're probably, if you're into that whole thing.
Yeah.
Then season 2, which is happening right now. So if you haven't played 8 of the 12 weeks and you still have a chance, this is what you'll get for completing that achievement. Some people already have, I think, because we're past 8 weeks. First up, we have this Airedale that I'll be using today. I love that art.
A lot more sadness there.
It is very sad. Yeah. She's sad that she's hurting you. The flavor text there saying I'm sorry.
I'm very sad for that water blast as well.
2
awful.
Mist Spirits. Now, achievement unlocked to anybody who gets 10 of these. Because you can technically have 10 on the field. Everyone only gets 2. There's only going to be so many of those out there.
That's true.
That's the thing. I'll have 2 of these. And I don't usually use Mist Spirits. So who knows what I'll trade them for. Then we get the Noah Red Moon. That's season 2.
Okay, but what about season 3?
Well, here we are.
So this is what's coming. So if you sign up for the league right now.
December 1st is the first week of the next league.
But that means it'll process, what, mid-November?
Yep. So you have probably a
couple of weeks. If you join it, just join it right now. It costs you nothing. You'll get charged the $30 around late November. And then you get a 12-week league where you get to play with great players from across the world. So you get 70, 80 folks. And if you play 8 of your 12 matches, you get these promos.
That's right.
The ones that Zach's about to show. These have already passed. These are the past leagues here.
So the first thing is a playset of the Rose Fire Dancer.
Oh, come on.
Which looks great. Very good card.
I feel like I met that person at Shambhala. We don't have it. We don't have the big version, so let's look at this version.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I ran into that too. I had to make the Q3 and Q4 ones just now. So something happened where we didn't get them in the
maybe next week we'll have them big on the screen.
We definitely. Well, you can see them on our website.
Then that's right, and learn more about the league. It's very clever.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
you send people to the website, so then they're more likely to sign up.
Then we have Cole Roarquin.
Yeah,
it's a difficult word to say. Altart, looking great. He looks like he's about to avenge something.
Yeah, do you know the story of this? This is a child, of course.
I assume it's a child that he cares about. That
that's a good
something wrong
assumption,
going on. It looks like the what's the thing that does 1 damage to a unit when it comes into play?
Hammer Knight.
No.
No, the other one.
What is that unit?
I know what you're talking about.
That's the kid. I think that's the same kid.
That is the kid. Anchor Knot.
Anchor Knot, yeah.
It's an Anchor Knot.
On his boat. I think he's a. Anyways, the Rose Fire Dancer is themed after. It's got the same vibe that he's got going on. You'll also notice here there are 5 Phoenixborn. All 5 of which are from the original Master set. So I'll let you guess what Key 4 is going to look like the next league after this one.
It's going to get Nick Conley in the league. Is he already in there?
He was. I don't know if he is. I don't 100% keep full tabs on his whereabouts.
Well,
Tim Aiken saying +1 for the dice boards.
So far we got 3. 3 sales in the pipe.
Done.
It's worth it. Put it into production already.
You want to look at this thing too? Look at
let's
this.
take a
Look at this
it.
box, actually. It's kind of crazy. It's giant. And let's see why. I know exactly why. The only reason anyone's here.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do too. It's hilarious.
Bryce is curious. At first, I was like, man, it seems like a big waste to have that big of a box for this thing. One, the shelf presence is immense.
Is it ever on the shelf, though?
Yeah, it is. It could be on this shelf.
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
Look at that. What is this art? Is that a young Aradel holding the plushie?
I think so. Look at this thing. That there's a Mist Spirit. Look, it's on the box.
Never thought this would be my job.
Yeah, here we are. Hold on.
Just set it against the... Well, you got the tail you got to deal with, you know.
We missed our calling your finger.
I'll just let that hang out for a minute. Frank says he'll take 2 dice boards. Benjamin's saying for real. For real, 2 dice boards. So you get the plushie in the box. That's why the box had to be so large.
Definitely didn't expect to be doing this on stream.
Wyatt says, so this is a toy unboxing channel after all.
Yeah, where's the millions of dollars that you're supposed to get for this? Does it have a squeak or something?
I don't think so. We're going to add that to the shelf. Then you get this little booklet. I literally have never opened this, so I don't know what's in it.
Polyester, too.
Welcome to Ashes Organized Play. Let's see. So 1 Mist Spirit, 12 foil molten golds. Look at this. It's going to be in every deck. Every deck, Steven.
It's immediately likable. I'm weirdly enjoying this.
Wow. You got that top down? Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Blinded. Look at this.
Ah! It'll make it way better when I lose to it.
Yeah. But now I have enough copies to put in every deck.
That's beautiful.
So you get 12 of these. Look
oh
at
my
that.
gosh.
That's awesome.
Nick's rubbing it in my face.
Yeah.
Just salting the wound.
Then you also get 16 blue Hammer Knights, 16 green Hammer Knights. So let me open this. And again, you can
good foil molten gold.
You can buy this and do whatever you want. You have one of those knives.
Yeah. That's not a knife, it's a spoon. Open it for you. Let me close it. What's up, Alex? How's the postal route going today?
I realized after
It's raining here.
So Alex was a part of the group that went to dinner when I was in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And he started a story where he was like going to school to be like an aerospace engineer, I think.
Really?
Or something like that. And then I was like, well, how'd you end up as a postman? And then something distracted us.
Mm-hmm.
And I never heard the conclusion of that
Wow,
story.
that's devastating. That feels like the most important thing to know about Alex.
If you're going to be in Florida, which I think you are, I want to know the rest of that story. So anyways, you get 16 of this blue Hammerite here and 16 of the green, which I love. I'm going to definitely be running one of each of those.
Yeah.
I love that idea of alt arts. And that's the LP kit. And then this, I assume, has various formats and tournament setups that you can do with various players and gameplay and sudden death.
They do a really good job.
Top cut bracket.
Isn't that great? Like, they really do more than you would expect.
More than is necessary?
Like, Plaid Hat is kind of always doing that, aren't they?
Like, this is crazy that they made a plushie.
It's strangely appropriate. Look at this thing. It really takes up the camera here, too.
Alex says we had to find parking, but since you didn't bring it up, I didn't want to force the story. Yeah, just kind of like we naturally continued on other lanes after we had to deal with the problem of finding parking. And that night, I was talking to Rafe, and I was like, did he ever finish that? I was like, no. Sure didn't.
I think I can get this to stand up.
You just going to leave him there?
Yeah.
I'm going to eventually put him on that shelf behind us.
The winner will get the plushie.
That's right.
Look at that. It's actually charming.
If you don't know what it is, though, it could be very creepy. It's like, what are these guys doing?
You know, it's got those Mononoke vibes, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Those little...
Yeah. I mean, pull up the Alt Art Mist Spirit we talked about. It's exactly Mononoke vibes.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, yeah, it's there, isn't it?
It's pretty amazing they did this, honestly.
Yeah.
It's got a little plaid hat tag.
Yeah. I got the whole thing on there.
Wow. I ruined your work. I'm sorry.
You gotta kind of... It's not necessarily comfortable.
Let me get the deck I'm going to beat you with.
You gonna play Mist Spirits?
I don't know that I...
They kind of aren't... Nobody's into them anymore.
I have Mist Spirits in my deck, I think.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
I know that deck like the back of my hand.
But, I think, maybe... Let me see what I've got.
What were the changes I was gonna make?
What are these proxies all about? I'm switching these to foils immediately.
It's probably these...
Raptor Herder.
Salamander Monks, right?
No, it's the Raptor Herder.
Alex, you're in Ohio, right? So is it snowing in Ohio for the first time? Is Alex in Ohio?
That's where I met him. I don't know if that's where he's from.
Well,
Kentucky's right there. We stayed in Kentucky while we were at Cincinnati, actually.
how does that work?
Well, Cincinnati's on a river, and on the other side of the river is Kentucky. But like downtown is right on the river. So if you stay in Kentucky, it's like like you can walk. It's not a...
It's like right next to it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We stayed in Bellevue. If you go there, go to Avenue Brew and get the biscuits and gravy. Just saying. You will thank me later. Look at these foils. Because foils aren't really a thing in this game, it feels even crazier. I'm very fan. I'm a fan of shiny things, I guess.
Yeah, no joke.
And I'm going to discard this old regular Aerodel. Look at this. You tell me which one you want to play. I'm just saying. A or B?
A.
B.
Oh, B.
B is the right answer. I didn't designate which one was which.
I think I'm swapping out this Flute Mage, hey? Let's do it. Let's go Raptor
That's right.
Herder.
Jim Van Fleet. The Cincinnati airport is actually in northern Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Apparently it's lightly snowing and in Ohio. Robert was confused by the plushie. he had to do a double shot. He's like, what? Apparently it was snowing, but it's not cold enough to stick, you know.
Strange copy declares attackers.
Just seeing it in the shot over there is very funny.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Comedy? You always say something about comedy, entertainment, education.
Yeah, those are the 3 reasons you watch a YouTube video.
And now we're all 3.
Comedy and education, or entertainment and education, the only 2 reasons anyone watches anything.
I guess comedy would be entertainment.
And maybe it's the only reason you engage with media ever. Entertainment or education, right?
Yeah, what other purpose would there be?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I'm not the philosopher.
What's the card that's going to change the game for me here? There isn't one. There isn't one.
I don't know the answer to that. I just know I
Pulls the strings.
Play the cards.
Just play the cards as they're dealt.
What was I gonna? Oh, last night. So we recorded the podcast last night because I'm leaving early tomorrow to go to Orlando to play in a Fab event. But it occurred to me thinking back on it when you were telling me that you wanted to hit me with the philosophy stick. Like you're trying to just directly that moment because you were trying to get me to arrive at a conclusion, and I kept veering off.
You're just like veering. You're like veering hard.
Like no, wait, don't go to the other point yet. I need to make this point first.
Yes, answer this.
That was an interesting topic. We were talking about whether or not investors are good or bad for collectible games.
Yeah,
it's a doozy.
Good question, right? I thought so. How could I not play Light Swordsman? Right? Is that just a mistake?
I love that card.
Me too.
There's a galaxy in those clothes. I love that effect every time.
That's pretty much how you know you're gonna love it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Let's add 2 Light Swordsmen and see what happens.
I weirdly now feel compelled to play a deck with 3 Hammer Knights in it.
Yeah, you can do that.
That can't be bad.
Maybe you should. I don't know.
Just look at these. I don't know why I love them so much. I can't explain it. But I do.
All right. Well, let's run one, shall we? Seen this a few times, so I know what to expect.
I have an important question for you. Did you grab a bag of Ashes tokens off my side of the table?
No. I got these Fab tokens. You gave these to me.
Let me go see if I can find my Ashes tokens. I literally bought a set to leave at work.
Did you take it home?
This wouldn't happen. No.
Usually you probably take it home for the league.
Well, no, that's why I bought the set.
Every time there's a problem, you took it home for the league. Took it home for the league. Took it home for the league. Engaging with our offerings. What's going on? Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Keith. Yeah, the organized play kit's a great start. Now here's the question: has anybody used this organized play kit to organize play, or is everybody just taking the plushie and the foils and using them? Because that's fine too. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. But I'm just curious if it's actually like getting any kind of organized play going. Still kind of hard, it's not easy to organize play at all right now, but agree. That's right, agree. The old plush and run. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Auxiliary saying there's an online event using it. Very nice. Minmark saying, is this game harder to learn than Marvel Champions? I wouldn't say so, no. It's in the same vein. It's actually quite simple. It's quite simple in the same way Marvel Champions is quite simple. Maybe easier because there's not a lot of framework actions you have to remember. Like Champions, you gotta, they attack you gotta reveal the boost card, you gotta add the threat to the thing, you gotta put the side schemes, you gotta know your keywords. I think it's probably easier. You get an action and a side action. You can do one of each on your turn. And then pretty standard kind of battlefield mechanics. You have things out. They attack other things or your opponent directly. And then you defeat a life total. And Jason, why the same deck still? You gotta give it one more shot.
I have no idea where my tokens are.
Huh. Where do you think you put them? Did you take them home for the league?
No. I don't think so.
Definitely took them home for the league.
They were just in a baggie over here.
All right, well, next step, you know what I'll do? I'll find them. Every time this happens, it's
Told you they were in a baggie.
We got to get to the Zach blaming me part first, and then
that's the quickest way.
And then he will find them.
That is the quickest way.
Really it. You didn't? Did you? Oh, they're right here.
We're not careful. You're gonna start providing your own tokens.
I think I got some masters over there.
The master set out there didn't have a full set going on,
All right, we're gonna try a new approach here.
Gree thinks they're home for the league.
New approach. We're gonna do
I'm not going to present a moving target for you.
Well, you don't have to. You're not losing.
It's true.
Duh. That's how that works.
I do like winning.
Okay, so we've got this guy. I'm going to put a little more heat out. And then this is a basic. And I'm going to spook you a little bit. Lightbringer. Prepare to get spooked.
Monk says he was ready for drinks and searching for the rest of the stream.
Sometimes it does go that way.
It do be that way, though.
Yeah. That. And then I think I had swapped one of these for one of these guys.
Oh, yeah. I need to figure out my dice. Hold the phone.
Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. These move with one open. You don't want to have one open, really, do you? But we might. We might. Maybe that's okay.
One what open?
Nothing.
Being real coy.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Here we go.
You ready to get dunked on?
Yep.
Go top down?
Yep. All right, got plenty of room too for all of your units.
I was real confused there.
Let's play some Ashes. If you've never played Ashes, you're about to see it in action. It's a truly great little system here. Pretty intuitive. I almost said innovative. Intuitive system.
It is innovative.
It's got dice, but not how you think.
That's true.
And you pick your first 5. First 5 cards. One of the great realities of this one.
Then you roll all 10 dice. Whoever has more of these basic symbols, those triangle looking things.
I have 2.
I have 2. But I have such a good roll. If we tie, we reroll. Here we are.
4.
3. So technically means you rolled worse, so you get choice. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
So I'll point this at me. And then we're off to the races. Alright. We'll start with so many things start. Playing the Summon Salamander Monk spell. Cost me an action. That's what that diamond gem looking symbol on the top right is.
Just worthless.
Every turn you get an action and a side action. That's my action. My side action will be to meditate. I'm going to go flip the top card off my deck. Turn this into a frog. We're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
Don't pay attention to what I'm doing. It's fine. Meditate again. We'll go to Snakestown. And then pass it over to you.
I'm going to play this differently. Let's play the old Summon Nightshade Swallow as the main action there.
Someone said we should lay the plush down where it's looking into the camera.
Oh, great case of that, yeah. Yeah. Should, but we're not. And then as far as meditations, I'll do 1 into the snake. Back to you.
Nightshade Swallow. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and play a Summon Gilder spell. I will not take a side action. We go back and forth till we both pass our main action.
That's right.
Worth knowing. And if you want a full rundown on how to play, Rodney over at Watch It Play did a great how to play Ashes video.
Very good video. All right, how about a Lightbringer? Summon Lightbringer. Coming at you.
That card's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
How many health does that Swallow have?
Let me meditate one, too.
Perchance?
Oh, I can't remember. It's 2.
Okay. Let's play a Summon Mindfog Owl.
Just dirtling, huh? Just a master dirtle here.
Grease saying, highly recommend the video from Watch It Play. I've watched it like 5 times. Jason saying, man, that alternate Aerodel, I cannot wait to get that in the mail.
Yeah.
It's soon. I love that Aerodel.
Play a Sonic Swordsman there.
Alright, here comes the beef.
Put some beef out.
So see, I play a unit. You play the thing that makes me attack. I have to attack. I attack your thing that doesn't exhaust the block.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it destroys something, you can put exhaustion.
I don't know when it's attacking, but yeah.
Well. A little Cincinnati standoff.
Same cards.
I learned about that over in
Same everything.
Cincinnati. Let's summon that Salamander Monk. Let's
Okay.
see if it goes any differently. Love that unit. Every time.
Yeah, you know, well, it makes 2. It's kind of the thing about it.
You have the Monk Spirit.
Yes, I always have them for you
Yeah.
because you're responsible with your collection.
Thank you.
Got it. Okay. You're presenting no threats.
Rob Trotter, I'm behind on the live stream, but I would buy the dice boards.
Very nice.
You'll eventually catch up with this comment. Thank you for saying that.
Very nice. All right, let's bring the Lightbringer in.
Uh-huh.
You must attack because you are infatuated with my peacock.
I will attack using the monk on your Lightbringer.
The eternal question. Forever and always.
To counter or not to counter? That is the question.
Now I'll just block with Echo. I take 1.
Side action.
Mm-hmm.
No side action.
No side action. All right.
This your chance.
Do your dance.
Wide open field.
It's a Space Jam. All right. That Gilder's going to take out that Lightbringer's problem, really. Yeah, let's swing it, Aerodel. For 4.
Take 4. And yes, I will call you in the morning.
Great.
We need our dice boards to hold these tokens because covering up this art is...
It's criminal.
It's a travesty.
Criminal.
Let's do this.
Maybe we'll just make one long panel.
Like a whole dashboard. Good luck
For the
shipping
7
that.
people who have said they'll buy it in the chat.
Good luck shipping it. All right, well, it's time. You got that sneaky snake though.
Sneaky snake. I've
You know,
got it.
You know what I mean? You know what it is. Let's play my summon Frostback Bear. I'm gonna meditate actually into another frog.
You must need a frog for something, huh? A little
No.
fester or something?
That's a goat. No frogs needed to fester.
No frogs needed. Let's play a summon mirror spirit there.
Grease says make it 8 people. He's in.
That's right, okay. 8 up.
We're getting there. All right, mine.
Mm-hmm.
Nice catch. Here, I'll store him for now.
My buddy.
He's gonna be integrated into that shelf back there. I'll put a lot of money on that. Let's summon the Gilder. Well, the Mirror Spirit has 2 health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna summon the Gilder and do a damage to your Lightbringer.
It's gone.
Oh, you know what? Hold the phone.
You got some alt Gilders.
Well, boom.
Yeah, nice.
We like the stock.
Very nice. It's quite good. Okay. All right, let's summon a Nightshade there.
All right. You forced my hand. Needs a frog. Do a damage to your swordsman.
You did it.
Side action. And we're gonna fester the swordsman.
You got it.
You had me spooked that you're gonna have that golden veil.
That's right. That's why I'm spooking.
But I had to make sure what you didn't have is the thing where you move that exhaustion over to this thing.
The gravity? The chaos?
Didn't want that happening.
The chaos. And you're sitting on 2 and you've got some business.
No cards in hand though, so you should be able to map out my entire turn.
It looks like a summon and a summon.
Yeah, or a side action for 2 into your Mirror Spirit if it matters.
Yeah, that's true. You can always do that. So at this point, my best bet is to pass.
Summon a Mind Flag out.
He looks like an owl.
Back to the birds, man.
Back to the freaking birds, man.
That's the only attacky bird though. It's permissible. I like owls. I tell you, I have one in my backyard.
You did say that, yeah.
Not constantly, but like now it's like every couple days in the morning. Just as the sun's about to come out.
I'm gonna use Echo on the Swallow and then play Neil there.
Get out of town. Look at you. Surprise.
Surprise.
Historically, that would have been what? Gravity? Chaos Gravity? Alright, I like that. I like the stock. So essentially, I could get a Raptor Herder. Could side action. I can't. I have to take an action. Unless you pass. Let's look at this bear.
He looked like an owl. That's right, Green. Larry King. Man, Letterman did that for like 4 years. He was so weird.
Let's, I know exactly what you're waiting on. I'm going to meditate into a goat and pass my main action.
Goat and pass the main, so I can pass here too.
Yeah. I mean, you got 1 free damage floating.
Yeah, I definitely do.
And you know I'm not spending that leaf.
I'm definitely hitting you for 1.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you bring in the bear, and that's totally fine with us. Swing at you for 1.
Take it. So if I summon the bear, Mirror Spirit is 2 health. And it's going to be hitting for 3.
That's right.
So it's kind of a neutral point. So do I want to keep my dice? I'll pass. No. I'll side action. Go. Take a damage. Wrap your herder in here.
Okay. I'll summon the Mirror Spirit.
I'll snipe your Mirror Spirit for 2 there, though.
You got it. Next round?
Pass.
All right.
We did it. Pass it to you. 1 exhaustion off of every card on the table. Roll your dice. Choice to discard any cards from your hand that you want.
Roll your dice, choose your dice.
Hearts, frogs, and rainbows. Then draw back up to 5.
How many crescendos do I have to worry about? Okay. Now we've got some play. Well, that's just fascinating. Fester's kind of a problematic card, isn't it?
Yep. It is a check against big things.
Big things. Okay. That's right, Tim. It is going to be that. That's why we're here.
Steven's favorite place to be.
Steering uphill. I'm fine on the blocks currently. I got no issue with that. You've got a lot of things to summon. Let's do side action. It's a lion. And then let's do, make sure I don't need this dice. I do kind of need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in a swordsman here. So lion, this thing, and this thing.
Sonic or light?
Sonic. Sonic swordsman.
All right, let's meditate. Go.
Fire archer.
Snake. We're gonna go. Go. Go.
Snake, goat, goat. Classic combination.
A frog.
Snake, goat, goat, frog.
It's the spell we've all been waiting for.
Classic.
Main action.
Yeah.
It's about to get weird. Yeah. And this is only triggers when you're attacking?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to attack with my monk into your swordsman.
Really? Well, that seems like an obvious setup, doesn't it?
You know.
It's like, well, I'm not dealing with that.
Chris J says, birthday is today, and I just saw my Majestic tokens are out for delivery. Well, happy birthday. I hope that you enjoy the heck out of those tokens. Tim Aiken says, as the boulder starts coming down towards you.
That's right.
I hope you didn't want
Boulder. We're going to block with Echo.
Echo.
And then we've got a reaction. It's Sympathy Pain.
Oh, no.
Spin a snake. After wound tokens are placed, deal 2 to a unit or Phoenixborn. It's a great question. I mean, get you to 8 and have you 8 away. I'm gonna kill that Mind Fog.
Well, I have a reaction. I'm just kidding. All right. Over to you, Kent.
All right. Summon a Lightbringer.
I see. It's a very fun thing you just did.
Yeah. So Gilder can do nothing as desired.
I get it. Gilder will swing. Doesn't much matter, does it? Echo.
For 0.
Yeah. You got it. The big 0. All right. All right, over to you. Look at you. Just doing things.
Yeah, part of me, really just... It's tough. Because you maybe just take the damage when you've got it.
I mean,
it's tough.
Yeah.
Do 4 or 5 here, potentially. I don't know. Or keep building. Let the shenanigans commence, Because there's a million ways to kill that Sonic Swordsman. So getting some value out of that seems good.
I think, sure, especially with the Chaos Gravity floating.
Mm-hmm.
So, I probably still have to try to deal with them.
You got to be creeped out by it, right?
Yeah. But I did see one of them go to your discard pile.
There's one in there, yeah.
Yeah, I am the Tim. I also dig this Gilder art quite a bit. Let's do that so we can see it.
He does have so many dice left, as Poke Phantom is saying. But I found, a lot of your cantrips in hand, are smaller dice costs. So really, I should really just expect you're going to fill your battlefield up. That's definitely happening. But if I can get you to 9, then you're 7 out. Aridel's weakness is low health. Let's just say I attack for 5, take you to 11, and you're 5 away. And I've just got to find a way to sneak that in.
Like molten gold.
It is sneakable. There are sneakable ways to do that.
Yeah. Chat's recommending the swing.
I don't think it's everything though. I think I probably hold. The Nightshade Swallow. I
think that makes sense because if I play something you can block with it and focus something else down.
Yeah,
so
I think it's a big enough threat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Let's do a side action here.
Did you spend your basic music note die?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then let's do the
Lisa asking, what do you buy for this game, sets or decks? So the master set has 6 characters in it, 6 Phoenix Form with pre-built decks, then you can customize and all the dice you need. But then the expansions, the next expansions that are coming out, are pre-built decks with new Phoenix Born in them.
What even was this?
So as long as you have the dice, every expansion is a ready-to-play deck, and then you can customize from there.
Was that a heart? Or was that a basic? I think I changed the wrong one. I don't need the snake.
It's fine.
What I need is this guy. I'll just meditate twice because I can't remember.
It doesn't matter.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just here
fine.
so you're fine. Good time to remind everyone, if you're out there, it's been a while since you've had a drink of water. Don't forget, if you hide your brain,
Snickers satisfies.
you hide your life.
All right, I'm going to swing at you for 4.
At Airedale.
Yeah.
All right, you choose which resolves first.
Let's resolve. What's the card they need to care about? Let me see your discard pile.
It doesn't matter.
Sonic Swordsman.
All right, I'll redirect.
All right.
That damage onto my monk.
You did it.
So then he'll become a spirit. Then I take 1.
And then Lightbringer.
Yeah.
So you take 2 total?
Where's the second one?
Oh, yeah. You just take 1 from Lightbringer. That's right. Yeah. It's like it's good.
All right.
Back to you.
Mm-hmm. My monk spirit is going to attack your swordsman.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll take one.
I wonder why he's doing that.
I wonder why that's happening.
Weird.
Is he gonna like fester that or what? Sea Nightshade number 2. It all just comes back to birds, doesn't it?
Always. Yeah, it's good for me. It's good for me. Let's see how you feel about it. All right.
Pause. Think about that for a second. Don't think about it.
You're good.
Don't think about it.
Nothing changed. Bree says I'm not going to drink any water until it's out of an official TC water bottle. I got some bad news for you.
I love that. Love to hear that. You know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to YOLO some stuff here.
Yeah, Tim, there are no drinks today. We're switching to an every other week situation on the cocktails.
Let's throw some holy relics onto this guy.
Things just got a little more interesting.
Yeah, that's a little more interesting, huh?
Wow, he's a beefy boy.
He's a beefy nightshade.
What is happening? Why is it happening? Why me, Lord? Oh, that's just funny. That was a good choice.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's a really good choice, honestly. They are.
Just constant taping in this operations hell that we're living in. Studio in the back of a tiny warehouse. 600 pounds of men stuffed into a tiny little room.
Yep.
No air conditioning.
Let's summon my boy, the Salamander Monk, back.
Ah, he turns into 2 things.
Yeah.
That seems like value.
It is good. It is good value.
It's at least 2 dice, right? 2 things, 2 dice? No? Okay.
No, just one. But the second one can't blot.
Nice.
Nice.
You got how many dice left? 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the classic Dirtle.
That's cool. It's cool. Very cool.
Cardboard casting. I always feel like I should buy stock and packing tape on these streams.
It's not a bad choice.
You know, it's going to be phenomenal when we have a room that's soundproof and can have heat and air without making noise for the cameras to pick up. It's my dream.
Would that be nice?
The bottom floor is made of dry ice, you know, so they can.
That would be nice. It would be nice.
Just constant steam. I do really like those windows in offices that you hit a button, it's like they fog up.
Does Fester only cost 1?
It costs a goat, but you have to have a damage unit, right? So the other cost is that condition somehow.
You go through and just find all the most efficient cards and play them all? Is that what the deck is?
Well, what I did is I just got a list from someone on Discord who apparently had done exactly that. It's really good. Turns out. I recommend it. It's made my life infinitely better. I'm on a real hot streak here in Ashes Wednesday.
You're doing good there.
Play the good cards, win the game. I mean, there've been some close moments. You're ahead right now.
I'm gonna pass. You'll never pass. So like, I could pass 6 times. You still got so much to do.
Yeah, it would make your head spin.
Probably really wouldn't.
If you knew how much to do there was here. All right, let's think about this.
Probably wouldn't.
I gotta be careful. I don't get needled out of this one.
Well, I got a game straight from the hose. I like that hose water. I'm a fan.
All right. I see what's up. Let's swing at the Nightshade Swallow with my monk.
You successfully did that as well. I will not counter.
Take a damage.
You got 2 festers?
Well, I only need 1. If I pop that unit and then attack the other guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Econ.
Let's pump 1 and send 4 at Aerodel.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a good choice. I'll take 5.
Yeah.
Or 4. Down to 5 health.
I just need to run you out of deck and you'll die.
Alright, you have 2 dice left, so you can get a Nightshade Swallow. That's about it.
That's about it.
Let's go ahead and play a Nature's Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
Do 1 damage to all units in play. So this guy becomes a spirit.
Cool.
And then over to you.
I'll pass. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to run Meteor, right? Isn't that the card I was supposed to run? That was the one I was supposed to add from last time.
Yeah, you kneel him down and knock him out. You know?
Yep. Yep, I know.
I know.
I know. Back of the milk card.
All right, let's do the math on this.
I think we need to run Meteor, guys.
You ever consider that?
Where is it? What does it look like? Just an active spell? One of those cast from hand spells? Old fashioned? Try to play a clean game here and.
Okay.
Why'd I cut those Holy Knights? Those Holy Knights are great. The Eternal Circle.
Here we are.
You can do anything you want.
I'm just
I'll
attacking
watch.
your Phoenix Born for 1.
I'm taking it.
I'll even put the token on there for you.
Thanks, pal.
With that Salamander Monk Spirit, MVP, class of 2021.
Yeah, crazy not to do that, huh?
Crazy not do what?
Meteor.
Seems like it fits right in there.
Meteor shooting like a...
You have all those divine dice.
It's probably like an actually like tweaked up Echo deck that is just what I'm working on right now.
Did you see that Altar Meteor card someone made?
No?
It's like meat instead of a meteor.
Oh wait, I did. Yes, it's super funny.
Killer.
That was super funny. It's in our Discord, wasn't it?
This and more reasons why you should be on our Discord.
Yeah, Tim talking about this. About chicken thighs. Were you the guy that likes breasts over thighs?
I never claimed anything, but yes.
Yeah, then that lambasting was deserved.
But
I'll get into it again right now if you need
was
to.
that I didn't. Literally, the last time when you went off on that tirade, I said nothing about my preference.
You just checked out, didn't you?
You were just like, it's thighs
I
or
said,
nothing.
if there's anyone in my life who prefers chicken breasts over chicken thighs, I would cut them out tomorrow.
All right, I'll never see
and you remain silent.
You remain silent. No, not me. What I will
Whatever
say,
this guy's talking about, not relevant to me. Eh?
what I will say though is that I enjoy both.
Yeah, that's fine.
So like, and they're different. They're very different to me.
Not that different, no. One of them's good and one of them is boring.
One of them, when you're actually just having like well cooked food, is one thing. But when you're talking about like, you know, fried chicken, chicken nuggets, 2 primary forms of chicken chunks actually from Charlie's, etc.
We had not considered mechanically separated breasts versus mechanically separated thighs.
It just stays cleaner, you know. And even like KFC bucket of chicken, you know what I'm talking about? Their thighs are not better.
We're appreciating chicken in a different way, I think. Yeah, you're right, I suppose.
This is just the practical reality.
You could fry a breast as well as you could fry a thigh. Is that the idea? But even a fried thigh would be better.
Well, like...
But the bones, I mean, I suppose the bones is an issue. But there are boneless thighs. I don't know how. God didn't make them that way. I'm passing this back to you. It's a disaster.
We're in the pit of despair. It's funny, too, because you're ahead by 8 health right now.
Yeah, no, I feel okay about it. I've come around. I mean, I've suffered through worse.
I have a lot of work to do here.
Yeah.
And do it I shall.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do this. Fire Archer. 1 damage to your Phoenixborn.
My Phoenixborn?
Yeah.
Does it have to be a Phoenixborn?
Yeah.
It can't be a unit?
That's right.
Okay. You're going to keep stacking, aren't you?
It's going to get
Just
ugly.
Keep stacking. It's just about when do you play the Swallow, right? And then you come in with the Water Blast probably. Or maybe not. It's like not even that worth it. I can also just -1 your Fire Archer and call it a day.
Mindless what?
-1.
Oh, that's
with
funny.
the snake. And then roll up 1, save 2 damage on this turn, and, move along. I'm passing.
I'm not incredibly surprised. I will use a Fire Archer to punch your Sonic Swordsman.
For 1?
Mm-hmm.
You got it. The old-fashioned way, they say.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass again.
We're going to play another Fire Archer for 1 to your Phoenixborn.
Wee! Kind of worth -1ing here. You only got 5 dice left. You can play your Gilder, Bear. You can currently play everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you can't. Yeah, you can. So anything that you play takes a unit off the board. If you have to use one of those dice, then you're -1 Gilder probably. You swing in for 4. All right, I'll do it now. Here comes the birds. Bird up.
We'll blast that bird.
All right, exhaust that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Blast that bird.
Blast that bird down. All right, mate.
Aerodel.
Aerodel.
Water blast.
Altart Aerodel, nonetheless.
Be sure to pull on the Altart.
Specifically, the Altart. All right, I have to do this particularly. Hold on. Main action. We got bears.
A bear with beer is a beer engineer. If anybody can tell me what that line is from, right now, I will punch Zach in the face.
Tens of phones just came out.
I won't do that. We haven't done it yet. I don't think this is the moment it's going to happen.
There it is. A bear. Get those.
I can hardly bear it.
Let's summon a frostback bear. Your action.
I don't think there's ever a spot here where this echo ability is going to matter this turn. What do you think?
Unlikely.
I'll temporarily exhaust you and then remove it. Go over to you.
Nailed it. I'll meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Feel
The
love.
olden grandfather of eternity.
Then I'll play a raptor herder.
Very slowly. All right.
And
Full up.
over to you.
Pass.
Let's summon a Gilder and do a damage there.
Battlefield's 8?
Yeah.
8?
Yeah.
Yikes. That's a lot of damage. Okay.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go bear into your swallow.
You got it. But he had holy relics and the blood of Christ.
Back to me.
Yep.
These three will swing your Phoenix Born for 3.
1, 2, 3. You got it. How much can you do on your top of your turn there?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
8 plus 8 is 16. All right, I won't die. I calculated successfully.
But you'll be in a very particular range of death.
You know, that's interesting, isn't it?
Gotta watch out. You get kneeled down.
You better watch out.
So you get any frogs though, so it's a meditation city.
The swallow was exhausted, Sim, unfortunately. Don't you wish it was an inexhaustible ability? Wouldn't that make a difference? Should be inexhaustible, right? Bring it in line.
Yeah, that's why I took it off the table.
To the table.
All right, I'm gonna swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total damage.
Hey, you got me.
Just in case you got that kneel hanging around. All that has to happen right now. Side actions. We're gonna meditate.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go frog. We're gonna go frog. We're gonna go frog. Just in case, you know.
Yeah, just in case.
That's fine. That's fine. Everything else is fine.
Okay, so if I don't have heal in my hand currently, no, one's been discarded. I think there's 2 in there. I guess I've got to dig for it, right?
He's going fishing. Heals a side action though, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I guess I can do it.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Otherwise, this looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that.
It's close.
That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Well, I discarded all the way down to try to find it. But it wasn't there.
Mark it an 8. Mark it a 0. Mark it an 8.
Well, I'm marking this one as 0.
What did they say in the basket? Mark it an 8.
Yeah, mark it 8. You ready to give it
Cross the line.
Let's see. Is there anything that can save me? Yeah, Lightbringer can save me. I can annoy you. So I can at least side action and Lightbringer if I get it. So funny. I didn't get it. Does it go to what? Top,
bottom, or not?
Top, bottom, or not?
I think you can.
You can just draw it. Why would you ever not do that?
I
Just
mean,
to tuck it for later, I guess.
Yeah, if you don't want to have to sit on it for the next couple turns, they aren't going to happen.
Okay, so then we have that was the out. So then we Lightbringer to make you attack.
Let's go Gilder at your Lightbringer.
You did it.
They had 1 attack on the OG.
No, just crazy.
Let me see if I want side action here.
It's just crazy.
I gotta be careful. I have a blocker technically, but you can exhaust him down, but then you can't do much else. Let's just do this, just in case.
Yeah, -1 that peacock. All right, you win.
I have to have molten gold.
Yeah, you do though. You have the posture of a person that has molten gold.
I'm at least threatening it really well. Posture.
Let's do.
Lordy.
You put a really scary mirror spirit out. Huh?
It would be an amazing mirror spirit if I didn't have my Aerodel ability.
Yeah. There are tools. These tools are good. They're good tools. Yeah, there's no way. I'm trying to find the one out. It looks interesting from this angle. It's worth something. No way to change your dice. No. You always got to check, right? Always check.
You got to examine the options. See if there really is a play.
Always check. Play light swords in side action.
Mm-hmm.
And let's play another copy of the Summon Lightbringer.
Mm-hmm.
Pass to you.
Yeah. Molten gold.
You got it.
Foil promo. Ending the
Oil
game.
promo. Oh, I bet it's there. It is. It's way down there.
I could have not drawn it easily.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you'd been pretty well through. I didn't see any go into your discard pile.
I hadn't. That was part of my faith in that play. I did have this. Is pretty sweet.
This is winnable.
I had 2 blood chains, so like I can blow this Gilder up to put 2 exhaust on something, and then blow something. Like that's pretty good.
It's good at control there.
Fester, of course, so I can like ping you with a frog and Fester, and then choke for just the damage and exhaust echo.
That's good. Yeah.
So
that's all good.
it's just a very controlling situation.
I had, I there's some tools in here that if you draw them there, it gets way better. It gets so much better for me.
Even heal would have made that a lot harder for me.
Heal, a lot of grace wouldn't have mattered. But
I mean, I had a way to like
it's all heal.
Exhaust down a lot of your stuff, and then try to like, and those destroy my own units. So that clears the board, so I can summon stuff again. But I was literally thinking when I was setting up the play last turn, and I knew how much I was going to swing in for and how much I'd have to do. It's like, well,
You're going to draw the gold.
Worst thing would have been if you'd healed last turn and this turn.
Yeah.
I was like, that's going to make that very challenging for me.
I think I need 3 heals. I had the rescue, and I had the kneel.
What's the rescue do?
Prevent damage. This delta something. So my thinking, so play the Mirror Spirit, you hit it, Angelic Rescue, side action, echo the blocker, and then go in. So there's some interesting plays. I think Call to Action becomes Meteor for sure, and you just go more heals. I think Law of Grace, I would rather be a heal all of the time.
Yeah.
For Fester and everything else.
I think that's
that's doable, man.
Yeah.
I felt okay with that.
I do think
with Aerodel,
it's in grasp. Last time we played, I felt like it was.
You got to take the damage though. Like she's only got 16 health, so you really have to get it there, and then you got to have a sneaky. You gotta have a sneaky in-game something, which is kind of what I need to work on next, I think.
Yeah, it's like you have to quickly get her to the lethal threat, and then sneak it by. Which I think there are ways.
Can you play big stuff anymore? In the world, like, is this just Conquest?
Where you can't play big.
You just can't play big stuff because there's universal removal that doesn't care about cost.
Yeah.
What's Fester saying? I see what Fester says.
Yeah.
Is it just destroy a unit?
Yeah.
Just destroy a unit, yeah.
There it is. With one of our wounds.
Interesting.
So I think if you're on Charm and you're playing big units, as much as I don't want to say it, I feel like there are things like Golden Veil. There's the other one too. Like the prevent damage thing is a great example of that.
Yeah, those are good. It's really, it really just comes down to, it just comes down to control heal everything, prevent stuff from going wrong. Because Echo really doesn't mind having a board. Because you want your opponent to, like, you know, you're just looking to exhaust them a lot of the time. Neil City. Funculate. Do you have the link?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, this is a Bugatti deck. This is like a tournament winner chicken dinner deck.
Yeah, and a lot of that is strictly Aerodella herself.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to just do 2 damage to a unit. There's so many clutch 1 and 2 health units that if you just can always know, you can knock them off the table.
It's like the whole game.
Yeah. And it's just playing fundamentals. Literally, it's just getting good units that you can keep coming playing, and then like it has a lot of control elements in it. Doing direct damage, it's removing units, it's all the hits.
It's all the hits. Yeah.
It's got answers for swarm. I think that's part of any Ashes deck at this point. It's like you need to be able to answer a big thing. You need to be able to answer a bunch of small things. You need to be able to answer being exhausted out. You need to be able to answer when people are like heavily controlling the dice size that you're showing. It's like there's all these axes in this deck that Philly Cheese put together.
Philly Cheese.
Feels like it's answering all those questions.
Yeah.
Like I'm never in a situation where I'm like, oh no, I don't have an answer, which is a miracle. Because I've been playing Ashes for like a year, Ashes Reborn. And there's lots of moments with my decks I was like, oh no, I don't know how to beat this.
Yeah, we just can't build our own decks. It's awful. Horrible when you do that.
Yeah.
Raptor Hatchling, I don't know. I think I can't judge the unit because I just haven't been able to play it. Raptor Herder, I guess. So we go another heal. Heal and kneel. We go 3 kneels.
Heal kneel. Meteor's the
and meteor.
I don't think
3
you need
meteors.
I don't think you need 3 kneel and meteor because they kind of accomplish the same goal.
Kind of. This is really what you want to do with the Murder Spirit.
Sure.
So kneel feels better, but you have maybe a double pocket meteor just in case things go weird.
Because like if you meteor, the value of kneel ghost is very low a lot of times. That's why you kind of have both answers. You don't need them both at the same time. But sometimes, like if you kneel out my board, nothing goes away. Yeah. So you do need the ability to clear it later.
Otherwise, 2 and 2 there.
Otherwise, it eventually becomes a problem. And they're different dice types, right? Slightly different, which is good.
I think I might be a 3 kneel situation.
Okay.
3 kneel 1 meteor. Oof. I don't know.
I will say, there's ways. I love Neil and Meteor, 2 of my favorite cards. There's ways to play way more around Neil than Meteor. Because, like, I was doing it there. I was afraid of Neil, so I just was 1 unit at a time.
Yeah, and that's ultimately, okay. That's you kind of want the game to go that way with Echo. I feel like you want them to have 1 unit out, and then you can use this ability and get around it sometimes.
Yeah,
you can have your little Nightshade Swallows out, that kind of thing.
And Neil is particularly insane when you slowly exhausted my board down, and the next round you're going first.
Yeah, that's when it's good.
And just like lock. If I have 6-7 units out and you lock those down, that becomes a problem for me.
Let's just go all in and then see what happens. We'll go Kneel, Heal, and Meteor. We'll go 2 Meteor, 3 Kneel. That's too much. But, you know.
We'll find out.
Find out.
Fixing to
I don't know. I might not even play this deck again in a while. I feel like we need to see some different matchups.
Yeah, I also might swap. I love this deck. Don't get me wrong. I might get that Mayoni on the board finally. Get that Altar going.
Yeah.
So, hey, riddle me this. If you have a great Mayoni deck that's as good as this one, go to our Discord channel and leave a link, and I'll look that up next week. And I'm gonna try to get a Mayoni deck happening. You can keep playing this if you want. It would probably be good to play this against something that's not this deck, just to see that Mirror Spirit line. The Mirror Spirit lines, if I don't have Aerodel, get way worse for me.
Yeah.
There's a few times where I was like,
nice.
If I didn't have that, I don't know what I would be doing right here.
And I don't think the second Lightbringer is ultimately necessary, but it's pretty good.
Having that option twice a turn.
Yeah, isn't that good? It's annoying, right?
Lightbringer's a card I haven't used much, but every time you play it against me, it's frustrating.
Yeah, that's what we want.
In a good way, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna do. I'll do 1 golden veil. Okay. For when you need it.
I mean, if you're starting with Sonic Swordsman, that 5th card you had, what was it this game?
It was Neil.
Neil. Yeah.
It really needs to be a twofer. 2-coster.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the Angelic Rescues. We've got 2 Meteor, 2 Neil.
I think you're gonna fall in love with Meteor very quickly.
It's adaptable. It's never really wrong, right? It's never really bad.
No.
You just get the opportunity to decide how you want it to play.
Yeah. It's really good. I'm a big fan.
All right, Ashes complete. Let's zoom it out.
Also worth noting, so we do have those promos in. We'll show a few of them, like the Aerodel that's going out for Season 2. Cole is the feature Phoenix Born for Season 3, which starts December 1st.
So good. It's on our website. Check the League product. You can see pictures of these.
Super cool. A lot of great people hanging out playing games on Wednesday night in the Discord server. Even if you're not a part of the league, like right now, the league's ongoing. You can hop in, check it out, meet some people, chat, and play some games. Lots of extra tables there for people to do that. Leave a Manny deck in our Discord channel as well if you want to see it played, potentially next week on stream. And then the promos showed up, so that means hopefully the expansions aren't far behind. If you want to sign up to automatically get those, I'm super excited about Lulu. Oric's the other one? It's Lulu and Oric?
Yeah.
Is that really the other?
Oric and Lulu,
Lulu.
Yeah.
Those are coming out soon. Sign up, subscription, automatically get them. And of course, as long as there's enough people signed up, this game's going to keep going. So shout out to everyone subscribed for making this happen.
Thanks, everybody. Subscribe, play in the league, buy those op kits,
Hydro Brain.
play some Ashes. Take care.